Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel VLSI Insights. I am Pranjal Sharma back again with a new concept of setting up of constraints. So we have a question statement with us that we have to write a constraint condition and we have to generate 10 unique numbers between 99 to 100. Oops, 99 to 100. So we have only okay, we have multiple values in it, don't need to worry about that. Okay, so we have 99.1, 99.2, 99.3, like which we can generate n number of cases out of. For that we have to follow a simple methodology that we have to include real numbers including the integer number. So let us just not drag this video understanding about the theoretical concept. Let us just jump at how we can actually build the practical logic of it, setting up the system Verilog environment, setting up the constraint environment for this. So for that, what we have to do, you just have to go to the vlsiinsights.com. That's our official website. And over there, you can find front-end softwares, which I'm navigating my cursor to this. And what you need to do, you need to click to the first tool and it will going to redirect you to a popularly known tool, which is EDA Playground. And there you can just write your logic from in the test bench section. Okay. So let's start writing our class. So consider this thing that I am taking my class name as in VLSI and ending with the class and class like this. And we all know this thing, how we can write the class, and inside it I have to set up some values like let us suppose I want my values a to be generated. A should have a value and it should be generated for 10 different samples, and then I have to take one more variable which will be acting as an output port. Basically it's a real number, and for setting up of constraints what we can do, constraints and constraints data, the name of the constraint which I am setting up, and I want my a value, basically this is the integer type, a should be inside and then curly braces, and inside parentheses I'm expecting that it should be between 99 to 100. So that's what my condition says according to the question, that I have to generate 10 different unique samples starting from 99 to the 100, and that's we have actually completed our statement. Now the second thing is that we have to create a function with a void type, and you have heard about the post randomization method, so we're going to use that same keyword over here. तो इससे होगा क्या कि यहाँ पर आप वैल्यूज को एक प्री डिफाइंड मेथड के अंदर आप इसको सेट कर सकते हैं. कैसे सेट कर सकते हैं? फॉर दैट आउट इज इक्वल्स टू ए शुड बी डिविजिबल बाय 10.0. तो यहां पर जो भी वैल्यूज हमारे पास आएंगी वो आउटपुट के अंदर डिफाइन हो जाएंगी, और इसके लिए हम एक काम करते हैं, वी हैव टू सेट अप अ डिस्प्ले एलिमेंट एज वेल सो दैट वी कैन जस्ट हैव अ लुक एट आवर आउटपुट सोर्स. So for that what we can do, okay, so for a little bit of beautification what we can, so we can just use one tab or two tab like \t, and the unique value is percentage 0f, 0f basically, or you can write 2f, basically it will going to give a space of 2, and f is for floating numbers, and comma the whatever the variable we are taking the input in, so that's what we have to define it. So for that we have a variable out over here. So this is that simple. Okay, all we need to just go out of the block and we have to write a test file. Test file is basically a module test bench. For that what you have to do, primarily the main basic thing is that you have to create a handle. So basically this is a handle creation. I'm just writing it for you so for your convenience, and this is initial block and begin, and inside begin and what we have to do, first of all we have to create the memory so that our value should be accessible, and after that what we have to do, either we can use a for loop or either we can use a repeat loop. I'm using a repeat loop as of now. repeat, and I want it to repeat for 10 different times, so I can go with that and begin and end. Okay, so now there is one more thing which we have to take care, that whenever we have to create 10 different unique samples. So unique means, that means it should be created on a random basis. So we have to use a property with the name of rand keyword as well. So I will going to define my value integer a as in rand, and for that again I have to use a keyword like, which is a randomization. So what we can use, v dot randomize. Most of the students used to do mistake, that they used to write se instead of ze. So that's it. So let us just check whether we have any error in this code or not. So it will be reflected in the log report itself. So okay, yes, we have got the results. We have got the 10 different unique values. So what you can see, this 9.9, 10, 9.9, 10, 9.9, 10, 10, 10, 10. So now you will be wondering that, okay, I have asked 10 different, but it's not 10, it's again repeating 9.9 to 10, because the point is that we are using rand keyword over here. And what's the property of rand keyword is that it just randomize without actually completing number of events. So let us just check with rand c keyword as well. So and so now you can see this thing, that we have got 9.9, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Okay, so again we have got the same thing. So now it's a problem statement for you all guys, that let me know that how we can actually create 10 different samples using the same condition, or you can just ping your comment in the comment section explaining that how and what changes I have to do in this code so that I can get 10 different values. Although this code is perfectly working, the functionality is entirely perfect, but still I want from you guys to hit a like button on this video and to comment that what changes we can have in this code, so that we can get 10 different samples or 20 different samples or 30 different samples. Thank you guys, and do subscribe to my channel and like and share to your friends. Thank you.